Through it all, I learned to trust in Yahushua. I learned to trust in Yah. Through it all, I learned to depend upon His word. Oh, I thank you for the mountains, and I thank you for the valley, and I thank you for the storms you brought us through. Hallelujah, hallelujah. If I never had a problem, I wouldn't know Elohim could solve them. And I never know what faith in Yah can do. How are you all doing? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all our testimony of my husband who almost died almost a decade ago. So if this one interests you, please stay tuned. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. You are tuning into the Contented Tribe. I am Sophia. I'm a mother of 5 children and also a wife of a wonderful shy husband, and also I bear the title of a born-again woman of Elohim. Alright, so today in this video I want to share with you all our testimony of how my husband almost died. Right, so where should I really start? Honestly, it should have been my husband who is here telling his testimony, but because he is so shy behind the camera, I happen to take the initiative. By the way, we're one, of course, because the Bible tells us that, you know, he joined the two and they become one. All right, so what happened to my husband happened to me. So I'm gonna tell you all his testimony, my testimony as well, to the best of my remembrance. Okay, all right, so if you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you will not just leave like that. Subscribe to our channel. Remember to turn on your bell notification so that you can know every time we upload a new video. Also, don't be scared to share our videos, all right, and invite someone to subscribe to our channel because we have so much to share with you all. All right, so approximately 9 years ago, I had given birth to, you know, our son Jeremiah. This is my 3rd C-section at the time. For a few of you, you are already aware that, you know, all of my children, you know, they're here via C-section or cesarean. All right, so long story short, I was there at home, you know, just a regular work day. My husband had gone to work. I had an appointment for Jeremiah in the afternoon, and so they're busy as usual taking care of my 2-week-old baby boy and, you know, our girls, you know, being, you know, the best I can, because, you know, with a C-section it's not easy. You know, this is a major surgery, so being a wife at the same time a mother, not easy at all. In the afternoon while home, I was there getting Jeremiah ready, you know, for his appointment, which I was to take him to. And I remember I received a call from a friend, a dear friend of mine. You know, at the time we were living in New York. You know, she asked me if I'm home. So I said, yeah, man. So she said, can I come over? I said, sure. Anyways, she came over and we were there talking and stuff. So she said to me, Sophie, when your husband gone work, you pray for him? So I said, sure, yeah, man. I pray for my husband all the time. So she said, you need to pray hard, you know. Pray for him because the devil is a liar. So I said, okay. Anyways, we done talk and stuff. I remember got Jeremiah ready, and I knelt down at the bedside and I started to pray for my husband. Guys, I don't want to get emotional. Honestly, I really don't. Every time I remember and talk about this, I cry. But if it happened, please understand. Alright, I'm a very tender-hearted person, and I cannot control my emotion at times. But I'm gonna try my best. So I remember, you know, I prayed for my husband, got up off my knees, and it was in the space of a minute I received a call. And you know, on the caller ID, you know, it was a name that I have no knowledge of, you know. So I answered the call with curiosity, and this gentleman was like, hello, is this Jermaine's wife? I said, yeah. And he was like, something bad happened to your husband, you know. I was like, what do you mean? He said he got injured on the job. So I said, what do you mean? So anyways, I said, where is he? So he said he's waiting for the ambulance. So I remember speaking to my husband, and he's like, you could hear my husband, like, you know, the way he was talking, it was very low. Guys, just bear with me, please. You know, it was very low, and I said, don't worry yourself, you're gonna be all right. Anyways, you know, at the time, I'm aware that he was, you know, waiting for the ambulance to come and get him. And honestly, I wish my husband was here telling you all, you know, what happened you know, from the ambulance to the hospital. But I'm gonna try and tell you all at the best of my remembrance. All right, so anyways, I don't remember if I was the one that started calling like his cousins and stuff, but anyways, long story short, you know, I had us to put off that appointment for the day, and my faith, I had us to start, you know, really tap into my faith and start praying stuff. Remember guys, you know, my husband, we only have ourselves, right? Apart from our cousins and stuff in New York, my husband's side really. And at the time, my church family as well, you know, started to let them know. I remember a sister of ours, you know, she happened to come by, like boom, and you know, they were there around us and stuff. So in the evening, you know, we went to see my husband at the hospital, and you could see my husband as if, you know, you could see my husband that he was in pain, but knowing that the kind of person he is, he's a very strong young man, honestly. But I could tell that he was in pain. Guys, bear in mind that at this time I could barely walk, because, you know, my C-section is still fresh. It's just 2 weeks, you know, coming out of major surgery, you know. So it's like sick visiting the sick. I was just curious, like, he's coming home tonight, you know. That was like one of my main questions, if he's coming home tonight. And they're like, no, we have to admit him. Anyways, he was admitted. It was really painful. Guys, it was really painful to know that my husband was not coming home. He was not gonna come home tonight, and I don't know when he will come home, because what I'm learning is that, you know, my husband's lungs got punctured. His lung got punctured, and 2 ribs got broken after, you know, the x-ray and all of that. Guys, it was a 50-50 chance for him to live. My husband had to go through so many surgeries. You know, there was a machine that he was hooked up to that was basically pulling fluid out of his lungs. Pulling fluid. guys, remember, you know, your lungs is, you know, it's like your breathing bag. That's your life bag. You know, I'm gonna bring it down as small as I can. Your life bag, that's your breathing bag. And his lungs got punctured. This machine that he was working with got loosened off the wall and went straight through his lungs. My husband said at the time when it happened, he said, oh my God, oh my God, oh God, me go dead, because he said that he thought the thing went through his heart. So that thing went straight through my husband's lungs and punctured his lungs. He said when it happened to him, it's like he felt his breathing start to get low. He said when it happened to him, he felt his breathing start to get low. And he said he started to pray. He started to look over his life and, you know, his children. I said, I cannot believe me got dead, leave my family. And he said he hold on to the area that got punctured, you know, at the best of his ability. And at the time he was getting very weak. He said he was getting very weak, but my husband is very strong mentally and physically. And he said he began to pull himself, because I think the young man that he was working with, they weren't in the same, you know, area at the time. So he said he had us to pull himself, you know, while he was experiencing what he was going through. He had us to pull himself and began to crawl to get to, you know, as much as possible a height where, you know, he could, you know, get service to call the ambulance or reach out to somebody. The Most High is so good that, you know, the young man that my husband happened to be working with, he was to leave earlier, so it was my husband alone who was supposed to be there in that building, wherever in the bottom of the building, working. Guys, I might sound a bit all over the place, but I'm trying to tell y'all, you know, or share our testimony to the best of my remembrance. And so I remember when I went to the hospital as well, there was this nurse. It was a gentleman, and I remember every time I visited, all that would come out of his mouth was there was somebody upstairs watching over him. There was somebody upstairs watching over him, because he said I've never ever seen, he said I've never seen this for how many years I'm in medical. I've never seen this. And I'm not sure if anybody else, you know, went through that experience, but I know of people who died from a punctured lungs. You know, a young man who got stabbed one time and that was it. His lungs got punctured and that was it. And my husband went through that and totally broken, and he's still here. The hospital team was so good. Elohyim worked through them. I remember, you know, surgeries upon surgeries. You know, it was the last surgery. They said after this we don't know what else to do. We don't know what else to do, but we're gonna do our best to you know, fix him. And our brothers and sisters were rallying around us with prayers. You know, prayers was coming from Jamaica. Even the smallest of baby was praying, guys. The smallest of baby was praying. You know, I remember the last surgery that my husband had us to do. Not many people is aware of this, but I went to a certain section of the hospital. It was in a secluded area, and I knelt down and I said, I don't believe you're gonna take my husband from me. I don't believe it. My faith is too big. I don't believe you're gonna take my husband from me. Guys, it was the night before my husband gave his testimony on the prayer line, because we were, you know, praying with brothers and sisters on a certain prayer line, you know, during the week. And I remember he gave his testimony, and my husband sung this song by Jody and Pantry. You know, many Jamaican, you know, who's watching this video, I know that you're aware of this song. It's called What Can I Give to Him, the Great I Am. I am not a shepherd, so I can I give to the great I am. I am not a shepherd, so I cannot give a lamb. Though I'm not a rich man, still I can make a start. Since I don't have much to give him, I'll give my heart. I hope you wasn't listening to my voice, but the word of the song. My husband sung that song that night while he gave his testimony. And guys, the devil was mad. I believe the devil was mad because he lost a soul, and my husband was to die the following day, but the Most High did not sign that. He did not sign that. You know, surgeries upon surgeries. The last surgery, the doctors was like, after this we don't know what else to do, but we're gonna do our best. It will not be the same. His lungs will not be the same, because remember, they're man. You know what Elohim does, no man can do it, right? So they did their best. Elohim worked through the doctors, and my husband is here. You know, today my husband is here. He's not 100% as much as y'all see him. Sometimes he breathe, it's like short. His breathing is short at times. You know, sometimes I really have to ask him if he's okay, because I can hear his breathing. But I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that the Most High did not sign that death sentence. He did not, because that was the devil's plan, to take him out. It was his plan to take him out. Our pastor and another pastor came to the hospital and they prayed, and I remember our pastor brother, he said to me, he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right, because he's very prophetic too. He said he's gonna be all right, don't worry yourself. Excuse me guys, he's calling me. Hey baby. Me not bother you.
Eh?
Me not bother you.
You call about
I'm here telling a story and a ball.
Eh? Tell me about you.
Yes. Yes. Me make them know say you're shy. You're shy if you come tell them a story. What was the name of the machine, babe?
A core drill.
A core drill? Yeah. You need to come and share your testimony. Don't be shy.
You already doing it.
But there's some areas that you need to do, you know. Remember, you're the one that went through it. Soon come on?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm trying my best to let them know. Huh?
You can put a little more.
Okay. Say hello, baby.
Hello, everybody.
You're so
How you all
goofy.
doing?
These are that word, guys. Alright, let me finish telling this story.
Alright.
Guys, it was really a trying moment for us. It was really rough. Honestly, it was rough. You know, think about it, guys. You know, he's the breadwinner, you know, and all of that, you know. So we have proven Elohim that he is a Elohim of his word. He's a covenant keeper, and whatever him not sign, Satan can't go ahead. Cannot. And I'm grateful today that I can sit here and share with you all our testimony. My husband could have been a dead man, I could have been a young widow. And I have proven Elohyim that he do answers prayer. No, I remember visiting my husband at the hospital, and the doctors were like, oh, we can't have 2 patients. We don't want to have 2 patients, so you have to stay home, because they're trying to protect me as well. Because remember, guys, I have a fresh, you know, C-section. I just came out of surgery. I had us to leave Jeremiah and, you know, our 2 daughters at home with sisters, and you know, I was just pushing because, you know, my husband wanted to see me and I want to see him. You know, we've never been apart, you know, ever since we got married, you know, where he's not in the house at night or anything like that. So it was not easy for me. You know, I was trying my best to be strong because, you know, at the time I was breastfeeding, you know, Jeremiah, and I didn't want to give him nothing, you know, through my milk, you know, what I'm going through. So I had us to remain mentally strong and also physically strong. You know, Abby and Haley would ask me, where is daddy? You know, they were smaller, you know, they would ask me, where is daddy, and all of that, and they couldn't go the same, you know. They couldn't really go and visit because of their age, and you know, they were like to me, you can't come, we don't want to have 2 patients and all of that. And I have to see my husband. My husband wanted to see me, you know. I remember the nurses are, you know, they would call like during the day while I'm home. It's like, oh, your husband just keep on asking for you. It's just, where is his wife? Where is his wife? Where is his wife? Where is his wife? I remember he couldn't really communicate, you know, by mouth. So he had us to write and, you know, chart and stuff, and ask me how am I doing, and he asked me if I have money, all those stuff. I'm like, why are you asking me this thing? You know, you shouldn't be asking me if I have money. You know, the main thing is for you to, you know, come out. You know, that's our main concern, is for you to get well, and you know, so you're able to leave. But my husband, you know, being the person that he is, my husband is a wonderful provider. While he was there on his bed of affliction, he was there wondering if I have money. It was just a trying moment, you know. My husband happened to stay in the hospital a month. Yes, he was there for a month and some days, and it was just a hallelujah, you know, to see him being discharged. This nurse he just kept saying there was somebody upstairs watching over him. Somebody was upstairs watching over him. That's all could really come out of that nurse. And that nurse would just come and stand where my husband is and just keep on looking at him. Keep on looking at him. And he was like, there's somebody upstairs watching over him. Somebody upstairs watching over him. And my husband is here. My husband is here, guys. And sometimes many people don't understand why you have so much zeal for the Most High. But when you look back at what he has brought you through, the song said, how I got over. Let me sing it for you. How I got over. How I got over. My soul look back and wonder. My soul look back and wonder. My soul look back and wonder. How I got over. How I got over. Anyways, guys, you know, my soul look back and wonder how I got over, because after my husband got released from the hospital, guys, I'm gonna tell you all what happened to me. I almost died. I almost died within that exact same week. My husband got discharged, and now being home, you know, trying to, you know, heal. Guys, I'm gonna bring this video to an end, but I promise you all, you will hear in some other video, could be the next video, of what happened to me during that same week when my husband came home and was discharged from being away for almost 2 months. anyways, Elohim is good, and I'm grateful for everything that he has brought us through. I'm grateful for the testimony as well, because you know, things do happen in marriages where you become stronger. You know, things happen in your walk with the Most High where you have to become strong, where it makes you stronger. You know, there's a certain passage in the Bible that talks about, I don't quite remember the book at this present moment, but it says, think it not strange, I think it's First Peter, think it not strange concerning the fiery trials that come upon you to try you. You know what, let me find it, let me read it, guys. Yes, so that's First Peter chapter 4 verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trials, which is to try you as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Mashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. That's First Peter 4, 12 to 13. You know, as a child of Elohim, a born again, we are to understand that we must go through fiery trials. It is come upon you to try you. Don't think of it as if it's something strange. Why is this happening to me as a child of Elohim? Look at my husband last night, he gave his testimony on the prayer line. Why this happened to him? I didn't think like that. All I said to Elohim, I know that you will not allow him to die. You will not take my husband from me. I know, I have that faith. You understand? I didn't start to blame Elohim and start to get disheartened and lose my faith. My faith has become stronger, and I'm telling you, the devil never stops. The devil never stops. But I want you all to stay tuned to my next video or upcoming video where I will share with you what happened to me during that same week my husband came home from being discharged. Oh, the devil never stops. But anyways, thank you all so much for, you know, taking the time out to listen to, you know, this power testimony. You know, we're walking testimonies. My husband and I were walking testimonies, and we owe our life to the eternal Elohim. Hallelujah. The one who sent his only son to sacrifice, you know, his life for us to live. I live because he died for me. He lived because he died for him, and you live because he died for you. May your day be blessed, and until then, stay tuned to the next one. We love you all so much, and Elohim love you best. See you soon. Bye.